250 Gemstones culture represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. We are more than journalism. We are a revolution. Come on, let's kick this door down and let everybody know we up in here. Welcome to the 250 Gemstones News TV channel. I am your host, Michael T. Porter, and I'm bringing the news to your ass like no other. This is a channel that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. Those of you who welcome since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. Chad Ocho Cinco's getting a phone call from ESPN, Shannon Sharpe's former employer, that they want Chad Ocho Cinco to take Shannon Sharpe's spot. Ooh, that's some grimy shit, bro. That's some grimy shit. Let's get some drum roll action. Let's dive into this story. Let's get it in. Let me get all this crap. Hold on, y'all. I can't see real quick. Hold on. Reject. Okay, get all this so I can read. This according to Bossip.com. If you guys want to check out the article. Move this out the way. Could Chad Ochocinco take Shannon Sharpe's spot after ESPN fired him? Sports insiders are speculating that the former NFL star, could be the answer to ESPN's now vacant seat on First Take following Sharpe's firing. And this nigga right here got fired. Get your black ass on out of here chasing them little white girls around. That's crazy. Like all these people is crazy. This man's almost 60, chasing little white girls in the high schools, bro. Chasing itty-bitty little white girls. Big black monkey. Sharpe's seat on Stephen A. Smith's First Take is open, and his nightcap partner has already guest hosted in his absence for the weeks leading up to his dismissal. So it seems that ESPN may already be on board for the swapping of the two, as one former executive called the potential hiring of Johnson a good idea. So wait a minute. Quick pause, y'all. I didn't know that Ocho Cinco has been on ESPN since Shannon Sharpe has been fired. So does this mean that Chad is disloyal to Shannon? Is Chad cutthroat for going with the folks that fired his black ass, who fired his co-host? ESPN fired Shannon, but Chad has been going on ESPN. So I don't know what's ESPN's game. I think ESPN is trying to get these two brothers to fight. I'll touch on that a little bit later. I think but here's the thing. They both been on ESPN, or now I don't know if Shannon has, but I know Chad has been on ESPN, just guest or just been talking. Let me see. Let me not lie. I know he was on the other. I'm pretty sure Dancing with the Stars frequent topic. Yeah, They say he's been on ESPN before a while back. Cause he's one of the biggest stars on there. So yeah, Chad. This is 2000 January 17. Chad Johnson and Goodell, Sherry Laugh. Yeah, he's been on ESPN. Chad Ochocinco doesn't believe in the Lakers. So Chad Ochocinco has been on there. He's even on there with Shannon Sharpe. See right here, Chad Ochocinco doesn't believe in the Lakers. This was last year. Chad Ochocinco doubles down on Joe Burrow. Mark my words. So Chad Ochocinco has been on ESPN a lot too, getting that bag. So this ain't nothing new for him. Okay. Let's keep reading. During his temporary hosting position, Ochocinco even seemed to throw his hat in the ring by making it clear that he enjoyed being part of the show. This is Chad right here on ESPN, looking dapper. I love Letterman jackets. Ocho says my home does not belong on the 99 Club. I can get used to this for the next 6 months, he said during his appearance. The show's resident lone female, Molly Curran, advised Johnson to take up his job inquiries with Smith, who recently took home a $20 million bag to keep his talents at ESPN and who was responsible for welcoming Sharpe into the fold. It's unclear whether the deal the network struck with former NFL quarterback Cam Newton will play a role in the replacement of Uncle Shay Shay, but he is slated to appear on First Take. So look like they're trying to fill Shannon Sharpe's role. This Shannon Sharpe apologizing to everybody. I don't know. Shannon Sharpe has been acting weird, bro. In hindsight, would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this 250 Gemstones News TV commentary? Well, of course you. That's why your ass is here. Hey, get the bag, Ocho. Get the bag, Ocho, because I watch Unc and Ocho. I'm gonna be critical. I have the right to be critical because these niggas have made money off me. Every time I watch them, I watch Club Shay Shay. I watch Shannon Sharpe every freaking morning. Him and Skip on Undisputed, and I watch all the Shannon stuff so I can critique him. It seems like he treats Ocho like a tag along. He treats Ocho. Well, he is much younger, got 10-year difference, but every episode, not every episode, but most episodes, Ocho Cinco has other things because it seems like Ocho Cinco maybe getting bored with Nightcap talking about sports, but they do talk about a whole bunch of other things. But Nightcap is their bread and butter. But he said fans want to see us more together. Now, to be fair to Shannon, they live on different coasts. Shannon live in L.A. Ocho Cinco lives in Miami, so I understand. And they have their own separate lives. This is why I said I love technology because everybody's able to make this money just sitting in their home, but they're also offering great perspectives. They're offering entertainment. They're offering something that's new and is savvy to their watchers like me, the people who subscribe to them. So I understand that they live thousands of miles away, but it always seems like Ocho Cinco's trying to get close to Shannon, and Shannon kind of keeps him at bay. Maybe Shannon got trust issues because of Skip. Maybe Shannon, but Shannon didn't keep them little white girls at bay. That's who you should have been keeping at bay, Sharpe. Keep them little white girls. Little white girl, 19, 20. Bro, you're 45. That's like 34, almost 40-year difference. Come on, Shay. 56. You 58. That girl was 19 when you met her. Come on, Shay. And then what's so crazy about it is like he settled and then he act like it never happened. Then he had this weird sex tape. It's like all this weird stuff been going on with Shannon. Then he's at the with his stylist. He's at the game with this homosexual dude. Then he had a sex tape. And then he's chasing these itty bitty white girls. One could say Shannon's a little weird. One can say, and I support Shannon. I don't give a damn what that nigga say or what y'all say. If I support you every single day, you getting money off my eyeballs, off my clicks, I have the right to say that. It seems like Ocho Cinco's trying to build something more than Nightcap, like a uncle, two uncles, one uncle just older, and uncle like they had this thing. Ocho was talking about let's show them going hunting or let's go fishing together and then get the camera crew to be Ocho and Shannon going fish. I think that'd be cool. We want to see them outside of work, or outside of just a nightcap environment. It'd be cool to see them doing other things, going shopping together, how they train, seeing them train together, going fishing together. They're like brothers. They're like brothers slash uncles slash Shannon is Ocho's uncle or big brother. But they have a cool dynamic. These are our OGs. But Shannon Sharpe being replaced by Ocho, I think this ESPN's way of trying to break up something black because we all know if you a nigga in America, these white folks they only bother us. They bother poor white folks. They bother poor people around the world because there's a system in place. But publicly, I'm pretty sure everybody else getting kicked in the ass, but I don't see this type of treatment to foreigners. I don't see this type of treatment to the Hindus. I don't see this type of treatment to the Asian. They leave those people alone. I don't see this type of treatment with the native Indians. I don't see this type of treatment where the Jews and these white. I don't know if the Jews is kicking us in our ass because they own a lot of stuff. They got a lot of money. I heard it's the white folks. I heard the white folks hate the Jews hate the white folks, but they both kicking niggas in their ass. It's like every time they building something solid, Shannon and Ocho got something solid. It seems like ESPN is trying to stir the pot, try to get them to fight each other. And it looks like Ocho was up to it because I just watched them earlier today and it was like, hey, let's do something. They're talking about hunting and let's film them hunting and fishing together. And look like Shannon a little bit hesitant. Like every time Ocho tries to do something a little bit different, Shannon don't want to budge, but I don't know. Maybe just an old grumpy man, but I bet if it's a little white girl, he'd be out there. I bet if it's a little white girl on that fishing trip, Shannon big black ass gonna be out there. ESPN is messy. I don't know what their end game is, but every nigga know, every time blacks trying to build, somebody's on our ass. Them elitists are on our ass, and Chad and Shannon is building. They on their ass. They trying to break this thing. On my personal opinion, I think ESPN is being messy. But y'all flood my comments. Do y'all think Ocho Cinco should take the job at ESPN and replace his brother / uncle, Shannon Sharpe? Do y'all think that's okay for him to take his spot? Flood my comments. 250 capital G News. I'm gone.